big Yeti.
Let's all sit down for our stories. They're read for you and me. Yeti Tales! No? Oh? Oh, Leon, is that you? Ah, that feels nice. That scarf is way too long for you, Leon. Is it the size for 7-8-year-olds or what? Doesn't matter. It's freezing. I bet you can't even wrap it all around yourself. Of course I can. Look. Well, you can't possibly be freezing now, and you know it's big enough for two. Look.
In the name of a vanilla Yuletide log, I can't seem to find my scarf anywhere. Have you seen it, little mice? Oh, my word, what on earth happened here? But that's my scarf.
I did say the scarf was much too big for you, Leon. Yes, but it's lovely and warm.
You can borrow it while we read our story, if you like. I'll use Aldo's scarf.
Yes.
So are you ready for your story, mice?
Oh, yes, our story.
Are you sitting comfortably, mice?
Oh, yes.
My story begins. Aldo and the Snow by Magali Boniol. Hold on.
What are you doing, Yetili? Aren't you reading the story?
Oh, here it is. There are 3 stories in this book, and I wanted the last one.
Don't you have to read them in order?
Well, as Claudel would say, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder delights the imagination. So today is about imagination, in the name of a melancholy song. Anyway, I need a scarf, don't I?
Oh, yes, Aldo's scarf.
Right. The scarf. Aldo is knitting a scarf for Claudette. It's a very long scarf. Now Claudette can stay warm this winter.
There's your scarf, Yetili. You can have it back now.
Oh, yes, Nina. There it is. It's perfect on me, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it really is. He's not even wearing a scarf.
She's going to look lovely in my scarf. Aldo is happy. But Claudette is busy skating on the frozen pond.
Oh.
She skates very, very well. She's skating with Harry Hedgehog.
Ouch, poor Aldo. Yes, hedgehogs are really prickly. Plus, he's all naked.
So Aldo throws the scarf on the ground and heads home.
Well, no, he can't just throw it away because he knitted it for Claudette. So why is he doing that?
Maybe he's feeling a little jealous under there.
Under the scarf? Where? I don't see it. Oh, silly Billy. Aldo is in love with Claudette, can't you tell? Oh, right.
On the way, the wind blows hard and Aldo shudders. Achoo! I think I've caught a chill, Aldo says, shivering. Suddenly, Claudette knocks at the door.
Oh, she found her scarf.
Let's see what she says. Yoo-hoo, Aldo, guess what I found in the snow? A lovely scarf for you.
Oh, she doesn't even know the scarf was for her.
Achoo, says Aldo. Poor Aldo, you don't seem at all well, Claudette says. My word, you're ill. You've probably caught a chill. Says Aldo. Don't move. I'm going to wrap you in this scarf. How lucky to have found it. Ach, says Aldo.
But why didn't he tell her about the scarf?
Poor Aldo looks like he's at the end of his tether. I'm going to make you a nice hot milk with honey. You'll feel better in no time, Claudette says. Ah, Aldo sighs. The good thing about this scarf is that it's long enough for us both, Claudette says. And Aldo says nothing at all.
Oh, come on, he still hasn't mentioned the scarf.
That's true, but maybe now he doesn't need to say anything anymore. So there we are, my little mice. My story is done for...
No way, we haven't read the whole book yet.
We can't read the whole book, Leon.
But that story was really, really really short. Come on, just one more, Yetili, please.
All right, then, but only because it's you, mice.
Yes.
But this is the last one. The bookshop opens after this.
Promise.
The snow. Aldo and Claudette wait for snow.
So they already know each other. Well, yes, that's obvious.
I wonder if there's a book that tells the story of how they met. I'll check, but for now, I'll keep reading. It'll be great, Claudette says. We can have a snowball fight. And go sledging, Aldo adds. And build an igloo, the snail children shout. So they wait, and they wait, and they wait. But there's no snow. Silly snow, Aldo shouts. It never snows when you want it to.
Then again, that's quite normal, right?
When you watch leaves fall, you won't see snowfall, in the name of a raspberry ripple. I have an idea, Claudette says. Let's pretend there's snow. Come on, Claudette, says Aldo. No one can just pretend it's snowing.
Well, yes, because you can pretend anything you like.
That's right, Nina. When you're playing pretend. Let's see what Claudette suggests. Says Claudette. But have you noticed how cold it suddenly is? Look there, a snowflake landed on my head.
Father isn't a single flake. Oh, yes, they're pretending.
Who wants a snowball fight? We do, the snail children sing. And so they have a leaf fight.
Right, that's exactly what I said. They're not snowflakes.
They sledge on the grass and build an igloo. They have a wonderful time. And then Daddy Snail calls the children in for tea. Bye, Claudette. Bye, Aldo. When Aldo gets home, a snowflake lands on the end of his nose. Honestly, now it decides to snow. Snow really is silly, Aldo says.
See, I was right. There's snow now. There wasn't any before.
Right, and this time my story really is done, little mice. It won't be long before the bookshop opens its doors.
So will you tell us the third story another time, Yetili?
Of course I will.
Bye, Yetili. Come on, Nina. Let's have a snowball fight. Oh, yes. Bye, Yetili.
Bye-bye, little mice. One thing's for sure, it's time for me to disappear. And puff.
Yeti Tales!
Oh, what rain. Still, so long as they're not outside. Are you here, little mice? I'll use this opportunity to tidy up a little. Ah, you're here at last.
Hello.
Goodness me, aren't you well kitted out?
Yes, Yetili, it's raining hard. The rain doesn't even bother us. We jumped in muddy puddles. It was so much fun.
Well, now you look as though you just came away from a terrible sea-storm on a ship. Go and dry off, mice, quick. I've got the perfect book for us today.
Oh, yes, Yetili, our story. Our story. Ta-da!
Excellent. That'll get you warm in no time.
Yeah.
Plus, it looks as though you've made the rain disappear. So are you ready for our story?
Yes!
So, let my story begin. The Secret of Black Rock by Joe Todd Stanton. Erin Pike lived with her mum and her dog Archie near a big fishing town. She longed to go out to sea, but it was too dangerous because of the legend of Black Rock.
What's that? Shh, let's see.
Every fisherman and fisherwoman had a scary story to tell. It never stays in the same place, and it could smash a boat to pieces. It's as big as a mountain and as sharp as a swordfish. But Erin wasn't scared. Every day she would hide on her mum's fishing boat, and every day Archie would sniff her out. At night, she would wait for her mum's safe return, hoping she might catch a glimpse of the mysterious Black Rock. One day, Erin came up with a very smelly plan to outsmart Archie's nose.
A plan? What plan?
I think she's hiding under the fish.
Pooh-wee? Pooh-wee, that must be stinking.
In any case, it worked. Her mum was far too busy to notice Erin was on board. As the day got later, a fog appeared, which got thicker and thicker until Erin couldn't see past the end of her nose. Suddenly, a huge dark shape loomed right into the boat's path.
The rock! It'll break the boat into smithereens.
The boat turned suddenly, and as it swept back into the fog, Erin disappeared into the sea unnoticed.
Oh, I hope she knows how to swim.
Let's see what happens, mice.
Oh my, she's going to drown.
She desperately tried to swim up. But the more she tried, the more she sank, deeper and deeper, until everything went black. Then a deep and terrifying rumble echoed around her.
Oh dear, my word.
Black Rock woke up.
Oh, but it looks like a head. Is he Black Rock?
Apparently.
Oh, he doesn't look at all mean.
Oh, wait, there. It picked her up out of the water. Erin could see that it wasn't just a rock. It was a huge living creature surrounded by hundreds of different types of fish.
So not actually a rock, then? Oh, the rock is just his hair.
Well, yes. Jumping back into the water, Erin saw translucent glowing jellyfish, huge mustachioed koi carp, and anglerfish that had lights just like Erin's lamp. She could also see scrapes from lost boats, tangled fishing wires, and a huge sharp anchor.
Oh, poor thing.
Erin realized she had to tell everyone the secret of Black Rock. She picked a fallen rod out of the water, took off the hook, and attached some brightly colored seaweed.
But so where's the boat with her mummy?
They must have headed back to land by now.
Well, they never noticed that Erin fell in because of all the fog, remember? Oh, no. What will she do?
She cast her line into the sea. The fish followed the seaweed, and Black Rock happily followed the fish all the way back to shore.
Oh, phew, she's got a great plan for the fishing rod.
Back home, Erin tried to explain how Black Rock had saved her, but no one would listen properly. Later that night, the adults were plotting to destroy Black Rock. That's good. I love plot. I'm sorry. They now believed it was a monster. Erin had to do something.
That's always the way with adults. They never understand anything. It's all right. Look, she's going outside. She's going to warn him.
She rowed out as fast as she could, but the boats were right behind her. They had metal claws and drills that could take the rock apart piece by piece.
Oh, no, he has to get away quick. Yes, run, Black Rock, run!
As the first claw was about to crash into the rock, Erin jumped up onto its nose. The whirring and chugging came to a sudden halt. As it did, one by one, all the creatures that lived on Black Rock swam up to the surface. The fishermen and fisherwomen had never seen such a beautiful sight. In that moment, they saw how wrong they were.
She did it! Yahoo! And all the other sea creatures helped too.
Well, yes, little mice, because Black Rock wasn't a monster, but a home to all these amazing creatures.
And it shouldn't be broken.
After that night, the Pikes built a small lighthouse on Black Rock, so it would always be safe from passing ships.
They're so lucky. They live in the rock's hair.
There we go, little mice. My story is done for today. Look, the sun's back out.
Oh, yes!
You can go and play outside again now.
Heave ho! Thanks for the story, Yetili. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Yetili.
See you tomorrow, mice. Right, it's time for me to disappear. In the name of a coconut rock cake. Oh, those really are tasty.
Leon, it's a camera. Are you sure? It looks a bit like one, but weird. Yes, I'm sure. Hold on, though. I've got an idea. That's a great idea. They're going to be really funny pictures. Go on, Leon. Go on. Go on a little more. Too cute. That's perfect. Great, great. Oh, watch out.
Huh? What is it? Oh, is that you, little mice? What are you doing?
Nothing. Nothing at all. We just got here.
In the name of a lemon pancake, you surely haven't been...
Taking your picture while you were sleeping? Oh, no, of course not. Not at all. We would never do such a thing.
Well, in any case, there's no film in that old camera.
Oh? What does that mean, Yeti?
Well, in order to take pictures with that camera, it has to have film inside it. Then the photographer prints out the pictures so you have them on paper. No film, no photo.
Oh, no.
But as you weren't taking my picture, it doesn't really matter. So meanwhile, how about we read the story I was in the middle of reading?
You were reading, are you sure? But yes to the story! Yes to the story!
So, are you sitting comfortably, little mice?
Yes.
Let my story begin. My Home by Astrid Desbordes and Pauline Martin. I don't remember much about my first home, but I know it wasn't very big. My next home seemed really big, especially at the beginning.
But it looks like the same home. It's the same sofa and the books above it are the same too. It is the same home, but it's the little boy who's talking. And before he was talking from his mummy's tummy. Oh, his mummy's tummy? But that's not a home.
Well, it sort of is. It's the first place we call home before we're born.
Well, yes, that really is small.
I like it when my home's doors and windows are wide open.
And so who's talking now?
It's still the little boy, the one with the red jumper there.
Oh, right. He's got bigger now.
But sometimes I prefer it all closed up nice and cozy. Every now and then, I like to have my very own home, away from everything.
Yes, a teepee to have adventures in.
Adventures are great, but you always need a snack. My home is a little like me. Calm and bright one day, stormy the next.
Homes don't usually get stormy, though. Well, that's because his home is a little like him.
You could say it reflects him.
Ah.
Sometimes I find it a little cramped, but other times it feels much too big.
That corridor really is very, very long.
At night, all homes are grey.
It's actually called dark, Yetili, but still.
And sometimes I like to leave home to discover other roofs.
Without his mummy and daddy? Well, he's big now, so he can go on his own. But where is he going first? Turn the page, Yetili.
Other homes are completely different to mine. Hector's home is very ornate. Sam's is more cobbled together.
Oh, he's showing us his friends' homes.
Marie's home is very tidy.
Oh, yes, even the shrubs are all tidy.
And Natasha's is well lived in.
True, there are lots of people at Natasha's place.
Yes, there's even a donkey. Jack's home almost reaches the clouds. and Ulysses can travel.
Whoa, looky! He actually lives on a boat.
Happy like Ulysses returning from a beautiful voyage.
Oh, yes, so at his home it's always the holidays.
Almost. Baptiste's home has been around for centuries. Noah's just arrived.
Oh, wow, his friends really do live in super brilliant homes. Nina, imagine if we lived in a castle. Yes, but I like the caravan better. Which one do you like best, Yetili?
The one with its head in the clouds. What about you, Leon?
All of them. I want to live in all of them. The fancy house, the houseboat, the hut, the castle. Was there anything else? Donkey. Well, that's really not a very nice thing to say. No, Leon, the farm with the donkey. Oh, yes, that's true. That one's really great, too.
Yes. When I'm far from home, I always come back.
That's it. He's going home.
It's not the biggest or the prettiest, but when it comes down to it, that's not what matters.
Yes, plus in the garden there's lots of space for playing. Well, I think that's a really pretty home with its curtains.
That's true, and most of all, it's his home. Because what I love about my home isn't its shape or size, but what's waiting for me inside.
His mommy, daddy, and a little sister. And his toys, too.
Absolutely, Nina. And there we go, little mice. My story is done for today.
Yetili, what would we put in our dream home? Oh, I know. We'd need lots and lots of books so that Yetili could read to us every day.
Oh, yes. And it should be made of wood, with somewhere comfortable to sit, with lots of little cushions.
And I'd like to decorate with lots of pretty things everywhere in all the colours.
Yes, and I'd need somewhere to keep my sweets and cakes, too. That would be lovely. Right then, little mice. Maybe one day, but now we have to face the fact that the bookshop is about to open. And it's time for you to disappear.
All right then, bye, Yetili. Yes, see you tomorrow for another story, Yetili. You'll wait here, won't you?
Yes, Leon, I won't budge. Just like always. Bye-bye, little mice. Right. Now, purr.